game. It's a rich thing.
Welcome everyone to Pivotal Stats, where we talk about data analysis techniques, business intelligence platforms, and much more. So let's go. Hey everyone, welcome to another exciting video. Now today's video is going to be specifically very interesting because we're going to look at a function which is known as window or analytics function in SQL. Now by definition, what this type of function helps you to do is isolate a section of a table and carry out some mathematical operations on that particular section. Now how will this be important for us? We will just see in a while. So before we get into the actual function, let me show you the dataset that we'll be using today. And the link will be in the description in case you want to follow along. This dataset is a sales dataset for each country, and this is a CSV file. So if you're not sure how to load this CSV into a BigQuery environment, then you should check out the other video that I created on the same topic. Link will be in the description in case you want to check that video out first. Now moving along, now here is the requirement for today. Now in this sales dataset, I have a column called segment and I have a column for country, and at the end I have a column for sales. The first part of the requirement is I need to aggregate this data and summarize in a way that I can see the total sales done by each segment for a particular country. Now, after you've done that, the second part of the requirement is I would like to identify the total percentage a particular segment holds in comparison to the total sales done by the entire country. Okay, if that's clear, let's just quickly move into our editor window. I'm going to press this plus icon here and open up a new editor. And in order to summarize the data on the basis of segment and country, that is very simple. We can just simply use the group by clause to do that. So this is how we do that. Let's write a select statement, select, and I'm going to say from sales. And once I've written that, I can write in the columns. Okay. And the reason I wrote the table name first was because it helps me pick the column names from the IntelliSense feature in BigQuery. So now I can write segment, country, and I need an additional third column which will aggregate the total sales. So I'm going to say sum of sales as total sales, and then at the end I can add a group by clause here, segment and country. Let me just run this. Okay, I have some results here, but the results are a bit jumbled up, so I'm going to just apply order by clause here. So order by first country, and then I need to order by total sales. And let's order the total sales in descending order so that I have the segment which has the maximum number of sales at the top. So run this again. Okay, now I have the result what I needed. So I have the segment here, I have the country, and it is sorted on the basis of country and the total sales. So if you see, first we have the country and then total sales is sorted in a descending order. Now the first part of the requirement is completed. Now the second part is I want to create a column here, an additional column which will have the percentage for each segment for a particular country. So for that to happen, what I need to do is I need to identify a way to get the total of a particular country. In this case, let's say total sales done by Canada, and then divide this number with that total sales. So how do we do that? So let's create a subquery here. I'm gonna indent this a little bit so that we know this is part of a different table. I'm going to put this inside a bracket, and at the top I'm going to say select from, and in this select statement I'm going to write star because I need all the columns that I already have in the below table. But apart from that, I also need a column which will calculate my percentage. Okay, and how can I calculate my percentage? It can be done simply by dividing my total sales column by the grand total for a particular country. And to do that, this is where we're going to use our window or analytical function, sum of total sales. So what analytics function helps us to do is isolate a section of a table and then apply some mathematical operation onto it. So we've already selected which operation we want, which is sum, right? But to apply that onto that section, we need to create a section, right? To create that section, it's going to start with the keyword over. We'll open up a bracket, and inside the bracket you can write partition by. This works similar to a group by, but we are operating at a row level basis. We're going to partition this entire section on the basis of country, and I'm going to just put this entire thing inside a bracket as PCT sales. Now let's run this. Now if you see, it has calculated the percentage for each row that I have in this final table for a particular country. And if you want to see what's happening here, I'm going to include one more column here, and let's copy paste this thing. And instead of calling it PCT, I'm going to call it country sales, and I'm going to run this. What this has done is it has created a section which contains a country at a time, because we have partitioned it by country, and this country sales will have the same total wherever we have Canada, and same case for United States. We have the grand total for United States for all the row items in country sales. So for each country, we will have the grand total specific to that particular country. So this is how you use an analytics function. We're going to continue using this in our next video, where we'll be seeing how we can calculate moving averages. So stay tuned for that. And if you're liking my content, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell icon so that you don't miss out any video that I upload in future. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.